Okay, so starting up again, you had just run into a crazed old lady claiming to be the queen of the city you're trying to find, and you ran away after realizing that she was some form of Medusa.
I
start up
politely
there.
bowed out to chase after my compatriot.
As did I.
Villain orc.
You
I'm
heroically ran away.
I'm very worried that if we made a faux pas, it could lead to some very messy fighting. Maybe a fight we can't take. What I'm curious is that she keeps mentioning that she has a husband, the King of Olmu, and she's like pointing at the orchid. Or gesturing towards the orchid. Perhaps
It wasn't towards the
that
orchid,
might
just
have,
towards an empty space next to her.
Yeah.
But the orchid was in between her and it, right?
Yes.
Also, you made mention that she was staring at us. We'd obviously made eye contact, and that we hadn't turned to stone. And I mentioned we were looking at her through, like she was wearing a veil, and you said that shouldn't have mattered.
Yes. So they're not like mythological gorgons where just staring them in the eyes petrifies you. They have the ability to turn people to stone by essentially channeling supernatural powers through their eyes. So it's an action on her part to try and turn people to stone.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we do know
so
that
if you
there
upset
was
her, she will do it, but she can stare at you and not harm you as long as you're polite.
So we know that there was
So
a
don't
room.
throw her tea down in front of her again.
Or say some very rude comments as you leave. Let's not go over what those were.
You can find that out in the previous video.
Also,
so
I
we
think
know
the reason we heard splashing earlier, Will, is because the bird came from over here.
Yes, I'm trying to get to that.
A lot of water.
You also know that there's a room here.
Yeah,
that may
let's
act as like a
investigate this
fort
room
chamber.
best.
I would rather not investigate because she already knows we're here. Maybe. Oh, do you mean to the west? You mean like here?
Yes.
I think he means, the
that's to
center
the
room.
West.
This is the one that had the preface with all the faces, right?
In front of it, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, there's the giant T-Rex head spouting out water, and then the waterway to its south has the four faces with the various expressions.
Should we try
This.
asking the Gorgon for a tour?
Would she?
I
if
would
she's
rather
the
not
queen?
risk it
Well,
again.
I'm saying
Would
because
she be
the
angry at the fact that we,
alternative of her wandering around and coming across us wandering around on what supposedly is her property.
Supposedly, she's the only, sentient being you've discovered here, unless you count alligators.
Right.
Nobility rule.
Whether or not she's the Queen of Omu, all that. If she's the Queen of Omu, yeah, this is her palace. If she's not the Queen of Omu, she's just, squatting.
Well, if I know anything about the history of this place, maybe royalty wouldn't be bothered and think their servants might want to check it out on their behalf. That's just a hunch. A theory. Is this a veranda? Like, is this raised over looking at the water?
So it's 15 feet over the water. So from you, it's about 5 feet up.
Okay. Theoretically, then I guess we are on the same elevated plane. What is over, what can we see from here? Because I have sight inside this. I see, like, roots and rocks. It looks almost empty, but I can't see the whole thing.
To which direction?
Top left. Where the water goes up the stairs to the west. Like, I can see kind of like here. Okay,
yeah. So that's just kind of a destroyed building. You can't see too far inside. Let me a perception, because that is, like only a couple hundred feet?
Yeah.
It'll be a bit difficult, but yeah, 140 feet.
25.
4.
Okay, you can definitely hear rustling of bird wings coming from over there.
All right.
Oh.
So we can guess what's over in there.
It's definitely more than one.
Would anybody be interested in taking a trip to Spider Town to get up there, or are we going to go another way around?
Spider Town.
Remember, there's
Which
the
is the
web
bottom
statue.
left, remember?
Bottom
I'm
left.
always down.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't we just cut through the building?
Okay. Up the stairs, do we see? There must be a door, right?
Yes, there is a door up there.
What does the door look like? Anything special, or is it like the other one that we were at?
There's probably it's definitely grander because the center Traces of gold-colored plaster still cling to this dome in a few spots, but everywhere else you see old weathered bricks, more than a few of which have fallen through. The larger-than-life-size elephant carvings and the graceful towering spire are still magnificent sights, even if their glory is dimmed by time and decay. You can tell this was the central palace.
Can we roll about the significance of the elephant?
You don't even need to roll, I think just... Wizards is just kind of copying the elephant being a sacred beast, because
Okay.
Eastern flair.
Yes. And are these wolves over by the one where we were before?
Either that or boars? I think they're wolves, though.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
look like wolves.
Okay. Well, if there's no writing on the door, I guess I will approach it and do the same thing before and knock on it with my staff.
When you knock, nothing answers.
Okay. I apply some pressure and try to gently push the door open.
Okay.
I'll step in with you.
They are rusted shut.
Oh,
Did they look like they would push or pull?
They are push doors. So if you put some
I
force
will-
in, you can try and
Yeah,
do an
I'll try rolling
athletics.
strength. Or athletics. Okay.
So strength
I'll
and
help.
athletic.
You wouldn't want the barbarian to do the athletics
So-
check.
Are you
Nah.
helping, or are you both going to give it a try?
I'm going
I'll
to step
assist.
back and allow Xerax and his amazing musculature.
and I'll assist.
Smart
Xerax.
man.
Astound
Okay.
me.
So first, Avdol, go ahead and roll. If you roll high enough, you can give him advantage. Okay. Yeah, you can roll with advantage, Xerax.
How is that aiding him? Do you like put your arms around his waist?
I
and
figure you're
grab
just
him
kind of
as he
like
pushes?
supporting him or giving
Yeah.
him like, you know how like if
Ooh,
there's not enough
supporting him.
space, like
You
one
can
person,
do it.
one person's
Yeah.
doing the pushing, the other guy's like behind him, kind of giving him like a hand, but can't get his
Or he's
full
kind of like
grip
crouch underneath
I mean,
him.
we could always
trying to
get, like,
the
some
push
rope
slow.
and
under
try to
the
do it that way.
legs.
Okey
Ron,
doke.
how do you push with a rope?
Easy. You get
Very
the
complex.
super
but it's
strong
possible.
spring rope.
Yes,
Right.
you coil it.
So you're shooting it. But no, you will be able to
Exactly.
force open the door, but when you do, a portion of the ceiling collapses. Everyone in the door, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Wonderful.
Okay.
9.
That will fail. Xerax as well?
Just got
Uh,
it.
Xerax
I
got
rolled
18.
Oh, I see. He rolled with advantage, but okay, so he'll succeed. But so half damage for him. So 4 damage to Xerax, 9 damage to Avdol as you get clonked on the head by falling debris.
Plonk.
But you force the door open and see inside.
Am I able to do a knowledge on that statue?
You can. Well, first,
There's
description.
something there.
Yeah.
An 18-foot tall stone statue of a Chultan warrior in splint armor, wearing a helmet festooned with Tyrannosaurus teeth and bearing a shield of intricately patterned leopard hide, towers over the chamber and looms above a wide octagonal cistern. The chamber echoes with the sound of rainwater dripping from the ceiling into the gaping pit. The face of the giant warrior statue is obliterated by deep gouges, but the rest of the statue remains intact. Clutched in the statue's right hand is a stone spear, and resting on the floor beneath it is a clay urn. North of the statue is an open balcony overlooking a flooded garden. Standing to one side of the giant warrior is another statue, this one much smaller. Exquisitely lifelike, it depicts a man reaching for the urn, his face turned toward the balcony. In his lifeless eyes, you see terror. Stone steps ascend along the curved wall to the level of a second floor, but that floor is almost entirely collapsed. Someone has been up there, however, because a message of some sort is scrawled across the domed ceiling.
Can I perceive the message from here, or is it like small?
No, you'd have to actually climb up. Not make
Is
And
this
it.
the
is
statue,
that
or-
the statue?
That is the statue, yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Can I identify the big statue as someone significant?
Sure.
Guessing a history.
Yeah, I'd say history.
And don't I get advantage on this because of mason work, dwarf?
That's for identifying the
But,
stone.
yeah. Yeah, you could say what it's made
Okay.
of.
I forgot exactly what it was. Okay. 17.
A 17, I'll give it to you. You can recognize it from ancient history as a statue of Thirutaya, which, if you can recall, is the name of the person the nice little snake lady was mentioning.
I would like to
Uh,
attempt to climb up to read the message.
Well, there's stairs, so
Is it? Can we read it from here?
no.
You can't
we
read it,
can't.
but
I already tried to.
give me an int or a perception. So investigation or perception.
19.
Okay, it seems to be the same script as you found elsewhere. So
Jolt.
Omuin, but you still
Omuin,
can't
sorry.
read it.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Unless someone has access to some type of comprehend languages spell.
I guess we can't really. I wonder. We do have that tablet that allows us to send. I wonder if our friend in the Heart of Ulmu or the Heart of Utau might be able to translate if we can give her the right characters.
Considering she's been hanging around
That'd
the
be
area,
very
possibly.
impressive because it only sends audio messages. So you'd have to send the symbols by
Right.
sound.
We'd have to describe them.
That would be a
That'd be
very
interesting.
difficult check.
Yeah, especially in a
I'd
language you don't
say-
understand.
Yeah.
So squiggly with a wiggle.
There's 3 dots above it,
Wiggly, wiggly.
and it makes a triangle.
I would like to move a little bit forward to see more of this room. There we go. There we are. Does the urn that's next to the statue look similar to the one that we have already?
No.
Is there
In
any writing on
fact-
the urn?
It seems to be almost like a funerary urn.
Oh.
Good.
Do I detect magic on the urn?
You do not.
Yeah, okay. So I think it's just the king's ashes, maybe?
Could be. Gorgon's. Do we know what kind of effect the Gorgon's flesh to stone is? Is it flesh to stone or is it paralysis? I guess we know because she's already stone. Or, yeah, that's already a statue.
All I know is the ceiling collapsed, probably made some noise, and for all we know, she's on her way here. So we're probably going to be accused of thieves if we stick around here too long.
Good point.
What we know about the
Politely step outside.
wait, from what we know of the Gorgon, what do we know anything about how the paralysis works and how it could be reversed?
Sure. Double check. So you know that essentially, depending on how good your constitution is, when you are subjected to its gaze, you can either begin petrifying as you resist its attempts, or you can be instantly turned to stone.
I have something I want to try.
And you know that it has to be removed by a greater restoration.
Greater restoration. Okay, that's
So that's
that's beyond
pretty
my
high up
domain.
there. Yes.
Yeah.
Could I pick up like a random rock and just like a little pebble and throw it in the pool?
You can do so. It'll splash. It doesn't really go too far down. You can tell it's maybe a few inches of water, but you see some movement underneath as you throw it in there. So there's something
That's
in there.
what I was wondering.
Not very big.
I only rolled an 8, so I can't really see what it is. What if I craned my neck really close to the water's edge?
I have no clue.
You see
You're also
movement.
Not even
outside.
inside.
Exactly.
All right, I'll step back in and try and perceive what's in the water. No.
Unfortunately, none of you can make out what's within its depths. However, it has to obviously be smaller than a few inches.
True.
It was moving, right?
It was, and there was a bunch of movement.
Ooh.
More centipedes.
Piranha pit.
I would probably, well, not probably. I would think we should try to help this person turn statue, but because the healing is beyond us, we'll have to carry them with us.
That's going to be several hundred pounds of stone. Who's going to be carrying
Yeah.
it?
Basically, it takes out of like usefulness anyone who's carrying it at the time unless we
Yeah.
put her down. Because I could probably get away with it, but then you're losing your barb.
I'll have to think about. Maybe we'll have to come back because it's not like it's going anywhere. Are the effects of a Gorgon's gaze permanent if you're fully petrified?
Yes, there is no.
Yeah.
There's no breaking free of your own will.
Well, how would you guys want to go around the building or go around the inside and get out the other side? Is that completely cluttered?
The other
like,
door
escape
looks
through
broken,
there?
so we could go around.
Other
yeah.
door is completely broken open, so you can just head right out of
Okay.
it.
So it's not obstructed anyway. We could just
No.
like walk and okay. So I'll get to here and walk out.
Sure.
Alright, follow along.
Sure.
Let's click during my turn.
At where you can see.
Any kind of knowledge on this statue here?
It just seems to be the same as the other large statues.
Right.
I'm
Forget about
assuming
that.
these plants are similar to the ones we saw near the.
Yes, all of them seem to
Okay.
be the hallucinogenics you found and brought to life.
I like when they scream.
Well, this did we s-
On
okay,
this
so
one here, you can see on the south wall, there's more script in Old Omuan.
I can't
I
read it though.
feel, yeah, I really feel like I wish we had some kind of language. I feel like we're missing out on a lot.
That's usually a wizard's or a arcane casting domain, right?
Or a
Comprehending
bard.
I'd say a
languages, or
cleric would
bards.
probably have it too.
No, I don't.
Yeah, God help
Let's
druids
see.
from writing anything down.
Bard, sorcerer, warlock, wizard gets comprehend languages, and it is a first level spell. And
Ugh.
it's a ritual, so if you had the
Oh.
person who could cast it, it'd be very easy to.
Like a
Yeah.
warlock?
Or a
Like
wizard.
bard.
That's true. You have a warlock.
Right. Who has 2 spell slots?
It's
You
a
think the spell
ritual.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, you can cast to spend, but you have to have it prepared, don't you?
Yeah,
Or-
he has
Yeah,
to have
I'd
it
have
prepared.
to have it prepared. and I only
So
know.
maybe tomorrow after
I
we
know
rest, we can return.
4 spells.
No, he knows spells, so you'd have to.
Or
Oh,
no,
you
I,
know-
yeah,
So
I only know spells, so
he will
Ah.
not be able to do it until
Till he learns another one.
yes, and if he wants to, make it a comprehend languages. I feel like since
Only
he has
there
so
was-
few,
If only there was some sort of warlock archetype, like a pact, where you automatically get comprehend languages.
or some way to be able to cast ritual spells, but there's nothing like a feat for that.
If I'm not
I'm
mistaken,
going to
isn't
approach
there
this.
like half of what the warlock does?
I'm so
Alright,
sorry.
when you go
I
up to
didn't know
there,
Back to the tone.
you hear a lot of rustling, and you're just gonna see 5 pairs of eyes staring at you.
Oh, jeez.
Ah. 3, 4, 5.
That's an aviary.
Why? You knew what was in there.
I thought it could be an Aarakocra we could piss off.
Again,
Aha.
what
Well,
is
I
with
wanna
you
be
guys in the
At least the
Aarakocra?
Aarakocra can't turn you to stone. And they're not.
But they're not gonna make any movements.
They're also not demons.
If I accidentally piss off people, they're just mortal.
They're just going to stare at you.
Okay.
They're going to
I'm internally,
kind of like wave
going
their
to-
wings.
I'm going to internally monologue with myself and think, what we know from these things is that they like to trick people, right?
Yes.
So, I wonder if they think if they think I don't know what they are. So I'm going to. How many charges does this take? Back of the woodlands.
Well, the adventurers could I have paper and
Okay.
A quill with ink?
That's
I'm
so
going
good.
to expend a charge from my staff to use speak with animals, and I'm going to say, "Hail, kind creatures."
And while he's
They're
doing
just
this,
going
I'm
to
gonna
stare
go ahead
at you
copy
and-
down the script.
roll me 6 consecutive wisdom saves. 5
Ooh.
consecutive wisdom saves.
Sorry, you say 6?
5. I corrected myself.
I guess I'll just roll them. This.
Okay. You
Ooh.
explosions of light all around you. Eventually, you become hypnotized by their magnificence, and as you're staring at the pretty lights, you hear movement.
Oh, Jesus.
What's going on here?
And everyone else sees you
Um,
staring at exploding lights all around you as though you're in the
User
middle of a
entered your
fireworks
channel.
show.
All while this is happening, I'm copying down the Omu that we have.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, I decided to go take notes, and while I'm doing, it's like,
Oh.
I see.
Have
What do
you-
you think?
6
Have
seconds
you
have
ever
passed.
heard of
Roll
a
me another will.
Yeah. Have you
For
ever
wisdom.
heard of a charcoal rubbing?
That's assuming that they're raised letters.
Yeah.
But they're carved, right? It doesn't matter if they're raised or
That's true,
indented.
yeah.
You can still make a rubbing.
I wasn't sure if they were carved in or not.
What do you think? They're written in ink?
Anyway, time passes, and when you come back to yourself, the room is completely empty.
Ooh. And that's took 6 seconds, huh?
Well, it took you more saves because you failed that one before, at least. But
I
essentially, some amount of time passes, maybe 2 or 3 rounds. But
Yeah.
they seem to have hidden or left. Or they're hiding.
Or perhaps reporting to the quote-unquote queen.
Quote unquote, fuck you.
I'm gonna walk over and say, "You guys saw that, right? What are you
I
doing?
saw-
Sketching?"
Yes.
I saw lots of light.
I saw you walk up to some trickster
Were
demons
those-
and
were those
had
some-
them.
those
You should have
bird
been in
things?
there, man. You can't comprehend. He's seen the infinite.
I
Infinite is
liked
bad.
the birds.
Oh, I rolled a 2 and a 1 in that roll. Oh. Well, can't win them all. So I tried speaking to them. They may speak peace. I don't know. It was inconclusive. They
You
apparently
tried
had
to
fireworks on them.
Speak to some chaotic evil demons.
Hey, they're duplicitous. They're supposed to be able to trick people. I thought I could play ball.
Also,
Well, it
you
sounds
you
like they
can
didn't wanna play
remember
ball with
that
you. Anyway.
they are not actually birds. They're monstrosities in the shape of birds.
I wouldn't. I was
That's
trying to pretend I
strange.
didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, as he says, well, they're birds, so maybe I'll go. Actually,
I'm going
Well-
to take that piece of paper he's been writing on
I
just
already
rip it
folded
in
that
half.
away. You think I would leave that
and
out
then just
after
put
I
it
was done? No.
carefully in my pocket.
It's
Be
packed
like,
away.
this is mine now.
Yeah, if
You can have it back when you're not such an ass.
or after I smash his head
So,
with a giant
never?
mace.
Sorry, are you threatening the druid?
I'm threatening
This is
someone who's trying to
folly.
take
All
my
right.
property.
In that case, let's go. Now that they're out of the room, let's go look at it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to go look at it.
I like the paladin's idea.
It seems like a good way to die, but sure.
Well, now that they're out of it, then what's going to kill us?
Roll me perceptions.
They're not actually out of the room.
17.
Perception. Why is my sheet being such a dumb?
Okay then.
That's persuasion. 13.
The room appears to be empty.
Oh god.
Anything of note in the room?
You can search through it if you want, but nothing sticks out.
No, horrible flashbacks of the 25 short bow arrows are coming back in my mind. And I'm going to expend 2 charges of the staff to give myself bark skin. As I pace around this room. Anything remarkable about it?
Now there's some baubles around. There's a pouch on the ground.
Anything exciting in the pouch or no?
You're
I'm not
gonna
going to
grab
pick up
it.
that pouch.
You're going to grab a pouch, probably left by some duplicitous trickster monstrosities.
Yeah.
that
Alright, go
We're
go
here a
for it,
second
dude.
ago and disappeared. They didn't die, so for all you, whatever.
You grab the pouch.
I pick up the pouch. I don't grab it. Pick it up.
Where is the pouch?
He's gonna be in the center of the room.
5 foot step back.
I don't know. I don't open it. Just pick it up and look at it.
The pouch. You feel something inside.
Hold on.
What
I'm gonna
kind of
go to the entrance.
Heavy,
and then
light?
can I detect magic on the pouch?
That's gonna take 10 minutes, but
It's hold on, because I can do it as a.
oh wait, no, you have that right. I
Yeah,
was
it's my
thinking
invocation.
invisible. It is not.
All right. I'm
Could
gonna
be
step
just a
back out.
normal mundane bomb.
I open it up.
Okay, well, you immediately see some gems in there, and
Neat.
even more immediately, you feel a puff in your face. Roll me a Constitution.
Okay.
Let the trip begin.
Is it coming
man.
out of? Is it coming out of the pouch?
Out of
Bag.
the bag.
Out of
Yep.
the bag.
Gem farts.
And as you do that, you hear
Yep.
screeching all around. Tom falls unconscious.
Yay! Was I dropped to 0 HP or do I just fall unconscious?
You're unconscious.
Okay.
Can I make medicine to guess what that was?
Sure.
Nope.
Some type of poison. As out of the outside and up above in the rafters, these things are gonna start shrieking indignantly, and they're gonna start moving down.
Oh
and-
no!
Oh jeez.
I told you.
All right, gonna roll another
Hey,
character.
it's
Have we entered
Yes.
initiatives yet? Yeah, that's what I
2
thought.
weeks. I can't go 2 weeks.
I tried to warn you.
yeah. This time it's
Oh,
not.
good.
It's not Avdal's fault.
Yeah. See.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
no,
busy
I take-
making
I take blame.
rubbings.
I take blame for this. I'm not blaming anybody. But at the same time, can't go 2 weeks.
I like how our heroic party decided to stay outside for this too.
Yeah.
Look, I knew something bad
Hey
was
man,
gonna happen.
I'm not
so
a
I stayed
hero. I don't know
outside.
where you got it in your head that I'm a hero.
I keep almost dying to plants.
That's the best.
Bird demons I can handle, but fuck the.
Okay, so has
flowers.
everyone rolled their initiatives?
No.
Oh wow, that's a high initiative. Holy crap.
Yeah, they rolled
Yep.
almost perfectly.
Like, is it totally my fault? Which means I am allowed to be as mad as I want.
I
I
guess.
don't think that's how that works, but
No. Especially
Good
when you were
habits.
warned about,
anyways, has
opening
everyone
it.
rolled at this point? I see a 2,
Yep.
19. Okay, yeah. They're going to go first. So, let's see.
How
I think I
many?
remember. Well, first, they've got some strategies.
I thought they were just all going. I thought they were all just going to kill me.
Well, eventually, but first off, oh, I didn't actually see the range there. Concentrate. 20 feet. Just 30-foot cube. Okay.
So this is how we die.
Everyone
Not-
in that cube, give me a wisdom save.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Great.
It's outside.
Oh, it's outside. Okay.
13.
13?
17.
17?
8.
8. Okay. Avdol and Zerax are fascinated by the lights in the air. So that was this one in the bottom left did that. And all the other ones are going to do something else. And they're going to become blurry.
I can't help
Oh
it.
god, I've been
It's
hit
so
by it too.
beautiful.
And then they're all going to fly down and pretty much be where they are on the ground floor now.
All right.
All right, Zerax. End of your turn. Do you even get to do anything? No, you do not get to do anything. Formash. You're unconscious. Yeldrin.
Can I make a medicine?
Roll in Arcana, everyone who's not
Everyone was
dazzled or
making-
unconscious.
19. Roll
Okay.
a 20.
You know that this is a hypnotic pattern. They're going to be fascinated until they're attacked or someone takes an action to shake them out.
Is
Can
that
I also make a medicine on the poison that was used?
Sure.
and
11.
is that going to
11,
be was that like a one-time thing or does
No, it's
anybody always
every
do that?
turn. Whenever you're inside it, you're going to make a roll.
You've got to be kidding me.
Okay, so I'm gonna move out of it and start striking this
Why don't you?
bird.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
I mean, you could also shake someone out of it.
Yeah, man.
So let me double check what something does.
And I forget, these things are aberrations or?
They're monstrosities. You're going to have
Okay, so-
disadvantage on all attacks against it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was just checking.
Blurry,
'cause
right?
Yes.
Even though they're evil, protection from evil actually wouldn't do
So
it. in this
disadvantage.
situation.
17 to hit.
A 17 will hit.
All right, dealing 12 damage.
Okay.
Then one fist.
It will stay blurry.
Then a
That
16 to
16
hit.
will hit.
And I'm sorry, I need to do something real quick.
Oh wow, it has advantage on these saves too.
Everything has advantage. I'll tell you when it actually does. We take the left one.
Oh, I see.
I can't change it.
Yeah,
but-
that's right, because the zombies did that too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Everything.
Four
did.
damage. Okay.
4 damage.
It's still blurry.
All right, and then I'm gonna give myself dodge.
Okay. Abdul, you are fascinated.
Did you-
Busted.
I'm going to touch Gormash and turn him into stone. He's going
Okay.
to meld into the floor.
Okay. I see.
So I don't get insta killed.
No, you'll just suffocate slowly. after the rest of
That
us
is
explode.
a... Oh, no, touch. Okay, yeah.
Touch, no concentration.
What's weird is it says you
It
on
is
all
not
of it.
self.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't.
Huh.
I guess I'd have to pull him out when it's
Yeah,
over
that's the interesting question because it's
Yeah.
using
It's-
his movement.
Yeah,
Do you just? I guess I'll say you use an action to push him into the floor.
yeah.
So
You, like stay there.
don't
for a second.
forget he's there.
Yeah.
I won't forget I'm there.
And as a bonus, I'm going to Shillelagh.
Okay,
Can I defensive stance or is that a bonus as well?
that's an action.
Okay, so I'll just not
So yeah.
defensive, but I'll Shillelagh. Yeah.
Okay, so they're all going to go now. they're going to start shrieking at the fact that he disappeared, and they're going to stare with their evil, beady eyes at you, Halstead.
I see.
But they're not going to attack you.
Hmm.
Instead, they're going to start pecking at the ground where he disappeared.
Oh! I have a good idea of what's their tactic.
Theoretically, unless they do significant damage to the stone, he's not going to get hurt by this.
That's true.
So wait, where exactly am I?
You are
You're
5
here.
feet into the ground, essentially.
You're part of the masonry. You're technically stone. Like you become
are,
the
yeah.
floor.
Okay, I become the floor. It's not like
Oh.
like Jordan said, I'm not
Okay.
suffocating or anything.
Yeah, you're not suffocating.
They do something else rather than step up, and this might have some collateral damage.
Ooh.
Oh no, they can.
Fireball the ground.
No, they're all going to raise their, bird heads into the air and start shrieking so loud that a spell goes off. Everyone who's not charmed or so pretty much Yeldrin or Halstead, roll me a
Kana or
yes.
19.
These lights
19,
are just
it is
so
shatter.
fascinating.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
You're shattering the floor. That means
Oh.
it's only 6d6 bludgeoning. So unless it completely gets destroyed, you just take 50 bludgeoning.
Okay, so non-magical also takes damage.
Okay, fair
Okay,
enough.
let me
So
look
how are
up
they going
what
to shatter this?
they're just targeting the area. I just need to look up how much HP stone has.
Oh god. Really
Here we
want
go,
that counter to
objects.
go up, huh?
Statistics for objects. Stone has AC of 17, that doesn't matter. I'd say it's medium-sized, right?
They'd be medium.
So resilient, I'd double that too, because it's part of the floor, not just an object. So 36 HP.
Okay.
So pretty much what I think I'm getting at is, after all 5, I think they'll do enough, unless I'll roll for it. We'll see if they roll, like, nothing.
Fair.
But it won't affect him, because he's part of the stone, but if he gets forced out, he will take the damage.
50 damage or the
No, the what is it, like
3d8
6d6
or
for getting
68?
forced out, or 68, yeah. He's not going to take the shatter damage. what I'm getting at.
66? Yeah.
So
So I
it's
would
3d8
take in
per,
total
so
7.
15d8 towards the floor. I think they're going to break the floor. Yes, the floor is going to explode, and all 4 of those just kind of get rent, and Tom's unconscious body will fly out.
I guess
And
I guess
take-
I'll roll the 66, huh?
Sure, if you want.
My
Let's see if you
spell.
can kill him.
22 damage.
I haven't seen that come through yet.
Me neither.
I don't like-
I didn't
There
see
it
your
is.
rolls either.
There.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
lagging a bit.
Haha.
Yeah.
I-
Okay, with that, he
They're waking
will...
up.
He will be conscious and really confused and in pain, prone on the ground as he is
But
Yeah,
thrown
really
from the
hurt.
floor into the air.
But it did take all of their turns to do that.
That is true.
It
Xerax,
did buy us some time.
Formash. So you're up.
Oh yes, I'm up. All right. In that case.
You look like you've seen better days.
I'm just gonna go.
He
do
became
something
part of the
else
floor.
if
Not
it
many,
makes
but
me
a few
better.
better days.
It's assumed that I heard that.
No, because you were
Oh.
unconscious. You were woken up by being rent from the floor.
Like, you French.
So you essentially regain consciousness as you were ejected from the floor and tossed like a rag doll.
Oh my god. All right. Let me just double check here. So I am going to move here.
Roll me. What's everyone's passive perception?
15.
15.
9.
You can tell all of the birds are staring intently at the bag.
I am.
They want the
going
shinies.
I am going to chuck the bag outside. I'm going.
Which way?
I'm going to throw the bag.
After all of this effort,
If they go for the bag, then I want to be. I don't want to die.
How heroic.
oh jeez.
He's done
We're
that
not-
before. It's not worth it.
Technically, they're not undead, so he's not fervently fighting them.
Yeah. I'm chucking. I'm throwing the bag. I'm gonna throw it. How does throw? Is it just like a dex attack or what?
You'll just be ranged
You can
attack.
throw
Where are you
it
trying
in
to
a
throw
direction, like out into the water.
I'm gonna do that.
it? Sure. Range of 20 feet. So you can go further, it's just it's gonna be what's it called? Disadvantage. So you can go up to here with disadvantage or up to there without.
I'm gonna. What happens if I miss?
Depending on how much you miss, it might go like low. Like you might just drop it at your feet.
That seems kind of silly. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do a nice. I'm gonna do a nice lob out to here.
Sure.
That's just a D20 because I don't have any dex modifier.
Okay. Proficiency brings that up to 4. 7. So you're throwing to here. You just nail this bird in the face. And it's just going to be like, "Arr!" And it's going to start squawking triumphantly as it grabs the bag.
It's blurry?
Well, no, straight up, like, he rolled so badly, it just kind of catches the bag out of the air as it's confused.
These are some impressive bird monsters. People.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that he flubbed it so hard, it's just like him tossing it, like, 10 feet into the air and just kind of, like, lightly sails up and then down, and it just kind of snatches it out of the air with its beak.
I'm gonna hit myself with a cure wounds.
Sure.
Is that an action or is that a bonus?
Yeah. I think throwing's an action, isn't it?
I'd say throwing's an action, so.
Yeah, and
You
cure
still have
is
a
an
move.
action.
Cure
So
is
I
an action,
believe I
yeah.
have a healing word.
Healing word is
Yes,
a
that
bonus action, it's a d4 plus casting stat.
Yes, but yes, and that's where Paladin has that, right? Yeah.
Assuming.
Did you prep it?
You
It's
should
like a
know
first
if
level
you
spell.
prepped it today.
I mean, I only have 4 spells prepped ever because I know spells.
Yes, what are they?
Yeah, so you should know what your spells are.
Oh, there. Oh, right, over here. All right. Oh no, I don't have any zeros. That's why. So yeah,
It's not
I
a
don't actually
0.
have-
It's a 1.
It's not a cantrip.
Whatever.
Bonus
but I
action
don't have
healing
it.
on a
So
cantrip will be
in that case,
busted.
I'm just going
Yeah.
to get the hell out.
Alright, where are you gonna go?
10, 20, 25.
Remember, you stood up. That's half your movement.
That's half my
Yep.
movement. Yeah. So
15.
15, 20.
25 to leave the difficult terrain from the rent floor.
Oh my god. Okay. So the move here is how much?
So 15 to stand up, then 10 to get to there.
10 to get
So
to there.
25 movement.
All right, and then is this difficult?
It is not. Only that
Alright, so 30.
that 10 by 10.
All right.
Okay. Yeldrin.
All right, I'm gonna go wake the barbarian,
Okay.
and then I'm going to move out again.
Sure. Abdal is staring at the pretty lights as though they're trying to communicate to him. Halstead. The birds seem a little mollified now that he has returned what he has stolen, but they're still glaring at you.
You're saying he returned the
At him
slab?
or at me?
Return the sack.
Also, also, I'm not unconscious anymore.
That's true.
You can
I'll
remove
remove
the-
that.
23 to hit Avdol with a petal.
Beat him in the
Fuck
back
you.
of the head.
Yep. Knock him
He'll
out.
wake up. He's taking an attack.
Okay.
That's just 1d4.
I think so. Plus strength.
3 pebble oh, the 5 pebble
3
damage.
pebble damage.
Tell me your secrets, like ow! I was communicating.
Wait, what was I
I was
doing?
having a breakthrough.
I guess if we're all leaving, I'm gonna get to the edge of the
Sure.
fascination.
Well, they're all going to kind of stop being blurry and the pattern will dissipate as they all take off into the air and fly to various positions in the tower and out the holes. They'll all disappear. So you get the feeling that they haven't.
This, but is
they
your
haven't
curiosity
left.
satisfied?
I mean, I just want to know what was in the bag. Anyway.
Well,
at
what
that
you
point,
saw were
now that we have
gemstones
are we out of-
before
are
you
we out
got
of
puffed.
Lot
And
of
you're out of
gemstones?
initiatives.
Okay.
Not
So I'm gonna
many,
hear what's-
like 3 or 4.
I felt like I contributed greatly.
You done did good.
You prevented those lights from hurting people.
Yeah.
All right.
And I hit Avdol. It was a good day.
Yeah.
I did
I also-
get instantly killed.
Also, Vormash, do you remember anything before you went unconscious?
There
any-
were some gems in the bag.
Anything that may lead you to being ejected out of the very stonework that was underneath you? Excellent. Let's move on.
How much?
That was
Yeah,
I
what's
give this
a
party maybe
regular
5
potion
more
of healing
sessions.
Heal for?
What's that?
What's a regular potion of healing heal
2d4
for?
plus 2. I give the session 5 more, or party 5 more sessions before it implodes on itself.
Before we churn on each other. The mayo will be mine.
Over my dead body.
It's the plan, and you can't come back because of the overarching narrative of this campaign.
Well, I mean, you can salvage a fraction of his soul, but
I mean,
also,
there
there might be ways to come back to life. You don't know.
I think now is a good time to contact our friend in the heart of Ooptao. You may have some.
I thought you contacted them before because of this place.
What?
I seem to remember you contacting them as you
Was that
approached here.
last week?
I think so.
I don't.
I know you've used it once at least.
We used it after the zombie T-Rex killed our brave merfolk.
Okay, that might
Yeah,
have been
that
it.
was
So
it.
it's been a day.
Yeah.
You going to send?
I think it might be prudent to send and get some.
Let me
whatever
find out how
information they
sending
can
works,
provide
because it
us.
might not be just like a walkie-talkie. Yeah, you send a short message of 25 words or less.
Oh, it's
We
25
got our
words.
ass
We have to
kicked by
type
some
this one
crazy
out.
ass bird.
So figure out what you want to send in 25 words.
Can we only
There
use it
is
once a day?
Gorgon saying she's the Queen of Omu.
What to do?
Actually, could I do a local or a history on any legends about the Queen of Omu turning into a Gorgon or being a Gorgon?
You
Or
could,
just
but that'd be pretty
Gorgons
difficult.
Well, what about Gorgons in the history of Chult? Was Olmu ruled by Gorgons? Like,
But yeah, some kind of history or
Yeah, go for it.
local. Okay. 22?
You know that it was not ruled by Gorgons in the past.
3.
But nothing else regarding like a queen that was
second.
turned into one or oh okay.
3, 4. 15.
You can recall some
How's that?
some tales.
Some tales, nothing like
Well,
in
like tales of
Canada.
like an ancient queen perhaps doing something or being betrayed and cursed either by the gods or her various peoples. You
Oh,
can't
like
recall
an
the
ish-
details.
Like
Okay.
a hubris thing, huh?
Yes.
A tale of pride, as old as time. How's that for sending, though? Just to give her some information.
You still have 4 more words. You just want to add some expletives.
Couldn't you
Yeah.
also shorten the message from bird demons to whatever they actually are? Because I think we know what they're called.
Yeah, you could. They're Elbises. So you have 5 words.
Efficiency.
I see.
Vormaster.
The best part is she hasn't met Vormas.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Who the fuck is Vormas?
We don't know
It's
either. He just
Vormaster.
showed
Well,
up.
no, I
again.
think she just assumed it's a type of material, so it's like
There we go.
Ormug and Jalad at Kalenga. Is there something I'm missing, or is that just words?
Pretty sure that's not the right way, but isn't that that's a Star Trek reference, right?
I haven't watched, unfortunately.
Is it Tormund?
I apologize. But yeah, so,
Okay. Let's see. Claims to be Queen of Olmu. Claims city is Olmu. Claims ruins are Olmu.
Yeah, don't forget that this is nowhere near where she says Omu was.
So I think those would be 5 useful words we could include in the message.
yeah, you
I-
haven't really said anything about the ruins either, so...
Yeah, their location.
I wonder how we'd represent that on the map.
Yeah. Well, we could probably we have a map, so we could just say
Quick
it's
question: Would the
such and such clicks or
would we be able to say like latitude and longitude as words, or
It would have to be words, so you couldn't say 35.
why don't
You'd have
you,
30 and 5 would be 2 separate words.
Can you bring up the map, please?
Sure.
Although, it's also a resource, right? Like, I
Yeah,
could
so if you want
probably
to go to
grab from
that.
the
Although it's not going to be fully unveiled.
I can probably count the.
I hate this stupid thing.
Because yeah, Jordan's right. If we count the hexes, that's 12 miles, right?
I
Yeah,
believe it
we're
is.
We can
way
extrapolate.
north.
We can extrapolate from the heart of Uptau, and we can say exactly how far we've gone as the crow flies.
Yeah, you say that, and it's almost directly east, so it's more than 12 for absolute sure. That's like 70 miles out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 70 miles southeast of the heart of Uptau, right?
I'd probably say just east.
Of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. 70 miles east of you. So that's still way too soon for
Mm-hmm.
That would be your last 5
Considering
words,
everything is
70
like
miles
a piece
east of
flame and land of ash and
Ubtao.
smoke.
Okay, so you're going to send that message?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay. Well, you'll do so, and you can tell it's been received. And you're just going to wait for a response?
We got a
or...
receipt. Nice.
We should position to a camp or something.
Sure, you can do so. Do you want to camp in the town or just head out for a bit?
We should probably
Like
stay
a little bit out.
Yeah,
maybe
we should
in
probably
the
stay away.
wind.
Can we take our
Question.
boat the way we came? And
You can return back to...
off a bit?
Would I be able to make a knowledge, like a local, I guess, to figure out where this city actually, like, what it might actually be?
You've already tried, I believe, when you first
Yeah.
found it.
Did we? Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
Also, like, she claimed it's Olmu. We know it's probably not Olmu. That's probably all
Yeah,
we can
no.
figure out for now. Okay. And, of course, I mean, if we're stymied here, we can also continue to Kursabal. Because remember, we just found the staircase.
Yeah, that is true.
So maybe the Arakakra may have some information about this place, because they're not too far away. Oh, Darmok and Gelada Tanagra. That was it.
Aha. That means nothing to me.
It does. It means nothing to everybody. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, gotta figure out what I can give away. That will not be as baboon. Screw this as box.
Baboon. I are a baboon.
Oh, that's an old Cartoon Network show.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what else I can give. Okay, you'll get a message back, and it essentially says this, and I'll read it out as well. It just kind of says, Ruins Nangalore, Gorgon Ancient Queen, Betrayed King, find out Omu location, may have relatives living somewhere.
Ooh, Nangalore. Okay. I guess my advice would be to rest up for tonight and then head back to head towards Kirsabal. See that monastery. Anybody maybe else want to go anywhere or else or
Oh,
sound like a good
wait.
idea?
Now that we know that the name's Nangalore, would I be able to do a knowledge roll to see if I know more about it?
You can.
Okay, I'm guessing history.
Yes.
Seeker thirsts for knowledge.
I clicked it, but roll didn't seem to go through. There we go.
Alright,
That's
14.
14.
It's just an ancient Omuan city, but obviously it's not Omu itself.
Well, we know
But-
if Olmu was. I guess Olmu must be an empire then, right?
Essentially, yeah. It
Yeah.
resided in the jungles of Cholt well before Nyanzaru or Ubtao's religion. Like,
Oh,
think
so it's older than
indigenous.
Ubtao.
Yes.
This is the proto-human or proto-empire.
Proto-human, wow.
Before the under people lived.
Neanderthal Empire.
Okay.
Anyways, as you're, waiting for this, you'll hear some fluttering in the air.
That can't be
As-
good.
And we haven't rested yet, right?
No.
Eldrin, why are you nearly dead?
Because he was when we were last on the random encounter map.
All right, let me
Ah.
also put my
Yeah, I
HP
need to
the
fix
proper
my totals.
amount, which I believe was
Yeah, you'll have to change the HP totals. These are your old.
6.
But out of the air, thousands of
Ground 'em!
flying creatures that are furry and have beady eyes.
Oh my god, it's Toucan Larry.
Right.
Are these
And his
swarms?
cousins, also named Toucan Larry.
Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
11 to identify.
They are bats.
Who'd have thought? I thought they were
Guys, I
women.
don't have that one spell prepared.
Great.
So, various
Hmm.
swarm tactics or traits. They're resistant to physical attacks. They're immune to any kind of status effects you can put on them. They don't have anything really special, but they can fly. That's their big thing. So, initiatives.
Initiatives. It is.
I will mention I have one trick up my sleeve.
Is it rocks?
No.
Oh yeah.
Damn
So,
it, I didn't press mine. 1 second.
Oh no, it's happening. Okay,
Oh,
everyone,
oh,
okay.
no.
But
everyone
no, that was
remember
me too.
your totals.
Is it because we were all old? You have to re-input
Well,
us?
no, so you don't see it, but I keep the turn orders from other pages.
Oh yeah.
So since you guys all rolled, it added it from this page, but you still had the previous one. So now go ahead and put your totals in. You should all be
Yeah.
in.
I tied with them, but they have more initiative than me, so
Okay.
I'll go after them.
Oh, here we go. This is how we do it. I figured it out. There you go.
But this
I mean,
doesn't
it says
include
what
the
it
rest of
is right at the top, so I'll have to be careful about that, but
So many bats, I can count like 20 of them in there.
everyone's put theirs in. Abdal. Or shouldn't it be? Oh, you rolled it twice, I see.
Yeah.
Abdal, you're up first.
Okay.
It could be bees.
Okay.
Remember
So
everybody.
20-foot
Could be
radius.
terrifying bees. Where are
I'm
you
gonna
dropping
put
it?
right here. What?
Where are you starting it?
Right here. It's a 20-foot radius. So.
All right, Vormath.
Oh.
You're included.
God
You've
damn
said
it.
you're putting it there.
Okay. One more 5 feet over, so that should still catch. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, from now on, I'm not saying anything because
Yeah.
apparently.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. So right here, in a 20-foot radius, I'm gonna cast Hunger of Hadar. And let's see.
You
do I
kind of
wanna
have to say what it does.
Oh, yeah, here. Well, it's not going to do anything right. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on a point, blah, blah, blah. This void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. The void creates a warp in the fabric of space, and the area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage as a milky, otherworldly tentacle rubs against it.
Okay,
Who's going to be the first to say it?
not touching it.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, Yeldrin, you're up. I like how
All right.
Avdol pulled something that makes everyone else's turns completely useless.
Well, the bats are going to die once their turn begins. Probably.
I mean,
Do-
I've been
do you
out
really
of fights
believe
before,
that?
so it's not like that's
Yeldrin,
any
go
different.
ahead.
I'm gonna take a defensive stance.
Derek's.
Let's see.
You idiot, you didn't put your initiative back in.
Oh, you got reset?
Yes, I
Yes, weren't you listening?
apparently not. Whatever.
Well, no, because I rolled an 18.
Yes, and then I had to move things around.
Oh.
So is it his turn?
No, just go.
Okay. How high up are they?
You can't see them.
I can't see them. Okay.
No.
There's
They're
like a
Everything
black
in that
hole. They're swallowed
orange
in the
is
sphere of
darkness. Like I said, Jordan made everyone's turns useless.
Got it. I guess I'll just also kind of take a defensive position.
All right. Formash.
All right. So I can't see them at all.
No.
I don't
Alright.
advise going in there.
Cool. But I know where they were.
I mean, sure, but what are you going to attempt to do?
I'm going to position myself right here. That's enough room, right? I was over here. That's... Okay, I can only go there. Alright, so I'm going to move myself here instead and go to tunnel fighting stance.
Sure.
So they can't see out and we can't see in.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Alright, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Well, it said they're blinded, but if they're bats, they may have a way to get around that.
Yeah. Well, that's still my turn.
All right.
And since this lasts a minute, I'll go ahead and keep a tracker here. Okay, so they're starting their turn there, so they're going to take 2d6 cold. Let me roll that.
Okay. Nothing comes out, at least on your side, Halstead.
I'll give myself Barkskin for 3 charges, I believe. 2 charges. Leaving me with 2 charges left in the staff, and then I'll enchant some stones.
Hey, Abdal.
Okay. I'm still concentrating on that. Anything else? I can't cast any spell. Nope. I'll just sit here, concentrate away.
Eldrin.
Pass turn.
Vormash.
Maintain stance.
Xerex.
Is there anything really to be done? Jesus.
Okay. Halstead.
No, I'm just gonna stay here.
This is
Abdal.
a garbage spell. Holy crap.
Okay. So did any of them? Well,
You
I'll
don't
roll
know.
damage if any of them ended their turn. Did they?
He'll
make
keep
reflex
track
saves?
of them if they're in there, but
What I'm saying is they have to make reflex saves if they ended in there, and if
I'm keeping track of it.
Okay.
This is not information you guys get.
right, because they're shrouded
Well,
in
I
darkness.
gotta roll damage is what I'm getting at.
Is this,
I'm gonna keep concentrating.
Is this an effect that we can pierce with dark vision, or is
No.
it,
No.
it's
Magical
actually
darkness.
it's darkness as the spell?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Eldrin.
I wonder. So I can move here using a dash. And do I see anything on the opposite side?
How far did you move?
I moved
Or way
70
up
feet.
here. It's more than 70, I think. It's like 80, but...
Okay, so here.
Okay, yeah. You see bats flying away.
Okay. They're gone now.
Okay.
Oh,
All
you're
in
there.
concentration.
Alright. No experience.
Yay! What a waste of time.
But that does let us rest, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I need to roll 1d6 plus.
Wait, short or long?
That's like the
So-
nighttime rest.
We
Okay,
can't.
oh, that's the night. Okay, gotcha.
Get 8 charges, so my staff is back to 10.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, so survivals, right?
Yep.
25.
Alright, where are you going?
Let's go northeast 1 hex. Sorry, you heard that right? I could have been. I
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
quiet. Okay.
I
Oh,
was
we're in a
just taking
river.
care of some things. Yep, you're gonna have to cross the river somehow. It's still, you know,
Don't we have a
30-foot
kayak?
drop.
We have a folding.
Well,
oh,
it's
30
it's
foot
like
drop.
a canyon.
It's a drop.
Not as high as it would be at a Tasmo, ha ha ha.
We have.
We could try to go south, you know, see if it isn't lower. Because the river was at ground level, or I guess ground level, whatever you want to call it, when we were in Nangalore. So
That's true. Could we go south the next day? Maybe make camp here and then move south the next day.
Alright, you can see into that one, but we'll see if you'll be able to actually cross.
Sure.
So nothing appears at night, so give me another survival.
20.
Okay. So it'll be a bit difficult, but you'll have to still try. It won't be as difficult as where you were, but
I do remember we still have ropes when we tried to climbing the heart of Ubtao.
right. Well, did you ever say you unhooked those ropes?
Oh no, we left an opening for our friend in Ubtao. She probably pulled it up by now. You're correct. We didn't say we grabbed the ropes with us, so I guess we'll just get them back on our
well,
way back.
wait,
Tie
you were the
multiple
only
lengths
one
of
that
rope
went up
together.
and left a rope down, so the rest of us should have rope, right?
Did you all get several hundred feet of rope?
I did. I thought.
Or are you carrying it?
My backpack, I guess. But you know what? I didn't write it down, so maybe I didn't.
Let me see here. I mean, I could get across with the cape. I can dimension door across, but I don't know exactly how that's going to help you guys.
Yeah, I can spider climb or misty step.
Well, clearly this is one of those math puzzles. You have 5 people on one side of the river, and one person can bring up to 2 people on the other side, and you can't leave. Let's see. Zerax and Avdol will start fighting each other. Halstad and Avdol will start cracking each other's skulls open. Vormash, if he's left alone, will die.
Xerax will eat the mayo if he's left by himself.
How do you get across in the fewest?
I have to keep the peace
Numbers
between
of
one the
uses.
two of
Yeah.
them.
Worst case.
The trick is to take the duck with you on every trip.
Worst case, we could just go to Nangalore and then start going northeast from there. Because Nangalore is on the other side.
Also, you can get across here just to kind of
Okay.
speed this up.
Cool.
So we can get across and then we'll take another rest.
Yep, and while you're resting... do you happen to remember that man who ran into you with the priest, the thugs, and the tribesmen?
You mean the one,
One
who
who
hates
was
us
after
now?
the one who was after the
After
Baldur's
Artis.
Gate guy.
Yes. You run into him again and say, "Oh, you idiots again."
I see you
Have you
haven't
met Artis yet?
No,
No.
but we found a really nice Gorgon lady in Nangalore.
If you're lying to me.
About the Gorgon lady?
About everything.
What is truth?
He's going to mutter to himself and wander off.
Okay. Smell you later.
Go ahead and roll me survivals.
821.
Okay, you'll get across.
Why don't we pick up the pace and try to go fast?
Okay, you're gonna go fast.
Yeah, sure. Now that we're not
Going
in,
at 2, you'll get to go
Zombieland.
twice. Get to go
Hey.
2.
But we go
Ooh.
northeast 1 square.
Sure.
Gabe and
However-
feed. Scenic speed, Gabe and feed.
Halfway through the day, as you're marching as fast as possible,
Is that a road?
I am so happy right now.
No.
It's another
As you're
Tyrannosaurus, isn't
marching
it?
at double speed, off in the distance, what you should have been able to see, but in your haste you overlooked, and it notices you and lets out a marvelously loud roar.
Damn it!
It's another one.
It's beautiful.
It sees you, and it is
At least this one's not a
staring
zombie.
daggers at you. This one seems to be alive.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Oh,
goodness.
that's slightly better, I guess.
So we're going into initiative.
Can we grab a nature real quick?
It's a
Sure.
Tyrannosaurus.
You can find stuff out about it.
True.
I sure ain't.
Jacob, you think it is
That's
not-
the
that's-
assassin?
That was my
Nature.
initiative. Wait a minute. that was
Okay,
my
okay.
initiative.
12.
You're right. You can tell it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Obviously, it's going to bite, and you know it has a tail sweep.
Now
You also
can
know
talk.
that being alive, it is going to be more dangerous than the zombified one. It is more limber, it's faster, it's sturdier.
Oh my
It's-
god.
It's got more panache.
Just when you think it's a relief.
Womp, womp, womp.
Okay, so we do that.
Dinosaurs
Am
are
I
beasts,
descending?
right? Talk to your friend.
They're beasts, yeah. Yeldrin. Oh, well, you apparently hadn't rolled yet, but you are up. Got first anyways.
One day I'll go before these things.
Well, get more decks. I'll send more stuff.
I'll move to here. And that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Abdal?
Yeah, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. Like, no, 20. And then 25, actually. Yeah, that's good.
Proficiency doesn't increase DCs, does it? I guess it does. Yeah,
It does actually.
It does.
So
Okay.
everyone's spells DCs went up by 1.
You might want to fix your health bar there, Halstead.
I don't know why it's
Avoid-
doing that because it is fixed.
Oh,
My
you
max-
haven't updated the max.
It's bar 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go. Okay. So, is that
So
all you're
full
going
of
to do?
life.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
It's going to let out a magnificent roar and start stomping over.
I'm going to say
And-
it's beautiful.
In 1 turn, is going to move up to here.
Wow.
And then kind of start smashing things around it as it walks. So it just moved once. It did not dash. Halstead?
Reason with it. You know you want to.
Seeker you're the seeker. You find its secrets. I'm going to
I can't talk to it.
back
I'm just
up.
saying-
Not with
that
that
in jest.
attitude.
Is it?
What a
it-
shame.
It's not
I
threatening me
guess
with
if we
its
can't
tail,
talk to
is
it?
it?
We have to kill it.
From 30 feet away? Do I know that yet, or do I not?
You're not in its reach.
Okay.
You know that based off the other one, it has a 10-foot reach.
Okay. I'm going to march backwards a bit and place a spiked growth in its path.
Okay.
Let me see how. I think that's 20 feet radius. Yeah, that's 20-foot radius. So if I make a square, 5, 10, 15, that right? 20 by 20. Oh no, radius.
Yeah, so it's going to be bigger than that.
15. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Really just make an 8 by 8.
Bad.
How are you going to place it?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Sure.
Okay, so guys, that thing, it's difficult terrain, and if you every 5 feet you travel in it, you take 2d4 piercing damage.
Okay.
So
Roger.
rage beforehand. Got it.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we fall rested.
I already put it down. That's fine. That's good.
Alright. Formash. Your turn.
I will try to straighten it
Easy to
though.
fix my health.
Alright, that's
Not perfectly square, but that should be good
There.
enough. Yeah.
I'm going to get set up next to Xerax over here. I'm going to tunnel fighter stance.
sure. Alright, Xerax.
Okay. I'm going to. Do I want to get right up in its face?
May want to brace for
Well-
a charge. I mean,
Well,
it's
yeah,
Not
animal.
yet. Because you
Yeah.
would probably die from piercing,
Die on
and
the
then it would
way.
just eat you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you out. Don't worry. Out. I'm almost there.
Yeah. I'm gonna ready myself. I'm not gonna rage, but I'm gonna get defensive.
Yeldrin, back to you.
Well, no need to be defensive about it.
I'm gonna move between these two big guys in actual armor, and that's my turn.
Okay.
Did you just say I
Abdel.
have actual armor?
Yeah,
Maybe.
about that. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
go ahead,
Meat's in actual armor.
move behind Zarix, and then I'll fire an Eldritch Blast.
Watch as it has a cleave.
Okay.
The T-Rex casts fireball.
21.
21 will hit. 6 damage. You hit it in the face, and it kind of shakes its head, and glares angrily. It's going to start moving forward. 50. So there'll be 5 squares, so 10d4.
And let me just double check on how Tunnel Fighter works.
And D4, 28 damage.
28. Okay. It
That's
seems
pretty good for that
very
roll.
upset as its feet are torn up by that. And now, with rage dyeing its eyes, it's going to take a bite at Formash.
Yep.
27.
That will hit.
So you
Ow.
take 30 damage and roll me a... Oh no, there is no... You're just held in its mouth. And
Oh, for God's sake.
it's going to swing its tail around and smash Xerax, getting a 25 to hit for
That'll hit.
18 damage.
Ow.
Again. When I'm in its mouth, that counts as.
You're just grappled, so you have 0 speed, you can still attack, you have to make a DC it says it in there. 17 escape artists, so either athletics or strength or dex, essentially.
Okay.
All right, Halstead.
Let's double check my proficiency. So I might actually. be
Seeing
more.
my newfound paladin friend in peril, I'm going to do the smart thing and call
me
a
in the
bolt of
smart.
lightning down on his ass.
I'm assuming you mean the Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
The
I
smart
mean,
thing.
the
Either
metal armor
or.
doesn't
The
attract
metal
lightning,
does
does it?
attract a lot of electricity.
Yes, I will try to hit the T-Rex with lightning.
Okay, and this is
12 to hit.
anything else? Did you remember to add one more from proficiencies?
I did.
Okay.
I think I will recall the death of our good merfolk friend we didn't even know and try again.
Okay, so you're inspiring yourself. That will
Need
hit.
to hit. Whew. I think I may need to make a save.
What spell is this, if you don't mind me asking?
Call lightning. Dexterity. Oh, each creature within 5 feet at that point.
Oh yeah, so you don't even have to roll the hit. If you want to keep that 18 for something in the future.
Oh, okay.
Or no, just take it back. You have your
maybe-
inspiration still. Okay, so
Okay,
it's gonna
yeah,
make a
but-
dex save.
Does
I
that
believe-
mean Vormash has to make a dex save? Or
You can
like,
target
position
in the
it, like,
center
here?
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you don't have to hit the exact square like in front of it. But so it'll make a dex save. DC is now 14, I believe, because 3 proficiency, 3 stat, and then 8. Is that right? Or
It's 3 proficiency. The mod is plus 6. I don't remember the actual
Oh,
save
what?
numbers, but DC is 14.
14? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It will fail. So it'll
Whew,
take 3d10.
okay. 19 damage. Whew, not bad.
19. It's very confused but angry that it's getting struck by lightning during a clear day.
Yeah.
Does it normally
Vormash.
get struck by lightning
So,
on a windy
Well,
day?
on a rainy day, it
escape-
would make a
attempt to
bit of
escape
sense.
Is an action.
Yes, it would be an action to
Athletics or-
escape.
oh.
Action to escape. Okay.
I think you
Uh,
have to try to do it, right?
You don't have to.
In that
Okay.
case, shit. So I should have.
You do know that obviously it's only going to bite you as long as you're grappled.
Oh, this is a concentration spell, so my spike growth is going to go away as a
Okay.
result. I'll take that down.
All right. I'm gonna try to escape using acrobatics.
Okay. Go ahead. You will break free.
Nice.
You're no longer in its mouth.
All right.
It looks confused as it had a very good grip on you, but somehow you worm your way out.
But I elbowed it in the roof of its mouth, the most sensitive place in a dinosaur. And I jumped
I
out.
believe you.
That's your action. Anything else?
It's got its AOO, doesn't it?
That's AOL?
AOO.
Attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Basically, he's got its reflex.
It does have a 10-foot reach though, so you could take a 5-foot step back. And I think
You can walk back.
no, retreating's a regular action. Never mind.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an action
Withdrawing
to
is an
withdraw.
action.
Yeah. But yeah, you could take 5 feet back at the very least, and I don't know, be closer to not. I don't know.
Not
I
death.
guess it doesn't. matter.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I am going to double check my spells.
I'm waiting for someone to get crit by this thing.
I know. Unless it does
Oh,
double their HP, right? They're just
is
unconscious.
Oh,
That's
actually,
true.
I can just look this up. I don't even have to open up 5e tools for this.
Like lay on
I'm gonna
hands.
Misty Step.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna cast
You-
Misty Step, move 30
Isn't
feet.
Misty Step an action?
No, it's bonus action.
Oh, cool.
And just poof.
Yep.
20 feet out.
How do you have that spell?
It's
Vengeance.
part of my my
Tom,
paladin invocation.
are you sure
Okay.
about that? I think that's Fey. That's the Archfey.
I'll look it up, but
Yeah, that
Or
makes more
not
sense for
Fature,
Archfey
Wilds or
than.
whatever.
oh, the vengeance.
I think you get like Hunter's Mark and other things
know
that
that's
increase
already
Yeah,
damage.
First
Vengeance. Oh yeah, no,
Second level
Vengeance at
is hold
5th level
person to
does
Misty
get
Step.
Misty Step.
Okay, yeah, so you can teleport with 30 feet away.
Pew.
Xerix, you're up.
Okay. Flying into a rage. Finally get to do something.
Yay!
Hey.
Yay!
I salute you.
I'm going to. I'm gonna make. I'm just gonna do it right from here. I'm gonna take. Now I have extra attack. I'm gonna take 1 attack at him. First attack.
Okay. 25 will absolutely hit. 12 damage. You slash it mightily on its leg, I'm assuming.
And then I'm gonna bring it back around and do my second attack. Haha!
Bring it around town.
He didn't expect the
Bring
second
it
attack.
around town.
It will hit.
Yes!
Okay. Yeldrin.
And
Alright.
that T-Rex.
Chop, chop, chop.
What are you going to do, Yeldrin? Is he not here?
He's comatose.
He has
Meditating.
collapsed from the side of the
Yeldrin is
Tyrannosaurus.
lost in thought, daydreaming as a Tyrannosaurus Rex screws up the party.
This is a bad time to be hit with enlightenment.
Did I leave the sink on?
Did I leave the kettle on again?
Well,
I
give a minute
remember
or
to
else
put out the
keep going, or-
campfire.
Avdol can go before
Yeah.
it goes. Hopefully he'll be back before.
Okay, so I'm gonna move.
Would have been nice to
5.
know he was going to disappear for a bit.
Yeah, it would have been nice. And then 10 as a bonus. I'm gonna go ahead and do my Aurora,
Sure.
and then I'm going to do 2 attacks because I have that now.
Does
First
the
attack.
T-Rex know that you're its enemy?
27.
Full
Nice.
crit. 15, okay.
Attack number 2. 22
Okay.
for 10.
Alright.
All right.
Oh, Yeldrin's back.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sorry. Trying to figure out fan stuff. 3 attacks. Core staff
Yep.
for 24. 10. Fist 1. 13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Dealing 4 damage.
Okay.
And then second fist.
15
15.
will hit.
And one last attack with my core staff because I got extra attack. Whoops, 9 to hit, misses.
Yes.
I was really rooting for you to knock this thing out with a single uppercut.
Alright, so
Dragon.
technically the last one to hit it was Avdol, so it's going to turn its attention to you as this is actually it being hit instead of being shot by things or hit by lightning. So
Really
it's
glad
going to take a bite of you. 14
Okay, that'll miss.
and tail 12.
That'll also miss.
Oh, it's rolling really poorly. Okay. Alstead, you're up.
It's
Uh.
going to then take 8 radiant damage from being in my aura.
Yep. And I'm gonna call down another bolt of lightning at it, so it should roll another dex save.
Okay.
D14.
11. Fail.
Okay. 16 damage.
That will drop it.
Ah, fried it.
Nice.
Okay. You will all get, hate these calculations, 975 experience each.
Wait, how
Not
much?
bad.
How much? 100?
975.
Okay.
So that's basically 7,600.
Wait. 975
7,500.
puts us at... The 75 just puts us at 6,600, so another 900, yeah, 7,500.
Okay.
We're halfway. We're technically halfway to 6.
Sorry, 7,500.5.
We're more than
I forget
halfway to
that
six.
0.5 now.
All right, so you're almost to Kirsabal, and that was as you were marching halfway through the day. So
can
you
we
Is
can
try
that
to
a
take
road
some-
that we landed on?
Before we leave
that a river?
this dinosaur, or this T-Rex, can we take some of its like teeth or
you can do
possibly something that would be of value from it?
If people use it tied for anything, I guess it's
Probably
to be a
their
little
teeth
scarred.
and claws. Remember that statue, the guy, the king who had, the teeth crowns, so...
You can do so.
Okay. 26 on survival, by the way, for the next
Okay.
setup. And
But
I'd like to
are
go
we
ahead.
on a river there, or is that a bit of road?
That down there, I believe, is just kind of like a transition. So kind of like how up here,
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the wastelands.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. So it's like the edge of a valley or something.
Yes. So, with this day, you're on the edge of Kirsabal. You'll find it by tomorrow. And as you set up camp, this is familiar.
Hmm.
Centipedes?
Not that familiar, unfortunately. But as
They're
you're
pretty
setting up
familiar,
camp for the
don't they,
night
this
and you're all going to sleep and you've set up your watch, you hear a startled cry from Avdol in the night
What?
as
Night
something
terrors.
is...
It's a snake trying to eat him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I turn around and go back to sleep.
Well, first off, it's
Avdol
going to
will
get
remember
a
this.
constrict with advantage on him. I'll just click it. A 9. You
Well,
do
I
not
guess
have your
I wouldn't
armor
have
on
my
because you
armor
can't
on,
sleep with
so-
armor.
What's default armor again?
And
10.
plus dex.
Oh, then yeah, I'm fine. It misses or
You don't have negative dex, do you?
no,
You're
I
not-
have 0 dex.
So when you're
Okay.
sleeping, you're not considered
So
helpless.
you're-
That's good to know.
It lunges at you and tries to wrap you up, but you somehow
Like you roll in your sleep.
yes, and you're awake. So everyone can go now since it acted.
Okay.
And we're
Well,
all
technically, actually no,
without-
because that was its surprise round. So maybe it'll get one more turn.
Initiatives then.
God damn
Yes,
it.
it might get another turn.
God damn it! But yeah, it's 19.
That's 22.
Yep, it's going to get another turn, and so it's going to try one more time. A 13.
Oh.
13, yeah, beats 10. So
So you take 7 bludgeoning damage as it wraps around you and starts squeezing. Now it's your turn, Avdol. You're restrained, so you
so
can't
escape.
attack it.
could attack it. Can I?
No, you can't. This
Oh, I
is
can't,
restrained,
right.
not just grabbing.
Okay, I thought you said can, and that's what confused me. I was like, what? All right, so I'll do what? Athletics to escape.
Yep. Or
Or
what the dex one
acrobatics,
is. Acrobatics, there we go.
22.
You easily break free.
Yeah.
Xerix.
This I can easily kill. I will move forward, and I will
Are you talking
go
about the
into
snake or Avdol?
Let's
Both!
just say yes.
I'm going to. Wait, did we get any health back?
Not yet.
Okay, so I'm going to do my first attack.
No, we did. We rested.
No,
we
this is
rested
during
and
your
then
rest.
We traveled, and now it's.
Oh,
9
that's true.
minutes.
Yeah, this is the second. You're
So
right.
yeah,
so
you're
all
at full health.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to do my first attack, and it's going to be a reckless attack.
Sure. So you have advantage. You
Ooh.
crit.
So let's see, what was the additional for that again?
Just
If
the
you
dice,
if you
right?
click it, it should if you
Yeah,
program
it'll
it right,
do the
it'll.
quick
But
damage.
I have the vicious halberd, so it's
Oh,
plus
so
7
it's
on top
plus
of that.
2d6. 12 plus 2d6.
Okay, so Vicious is kind of like just having Bane from Pathfinder on it.
Essentially, only on
Maybe.
crits
Yeah.
though. I think
Yeah.
there was a Pathfinder equivalent, like on crits, you did extra 2d6. Oh, burning, like
Oh yeah,
flaming
like
burst.
acid burst and yeah.
Yeah, but you
is
chop it in half multiple times.
Done!
You know, in the weapon section, I think you can actually specify the crit damage.
What do you mean?
There's a section where there's like damage and then type and then crits next to it, and it's like as a.
Oh no, yeah. So like when he
yeah.
rolls it, yeah. Oh, so you could
You-
add
you
another
can fill that
2d6,
in.
yeah. So for your
Fair enough.
vicious, so it'll be included in
Ugh.
it. But you easily cut it in half, and you all get 12.5 experience each.
Cool. Yay, 0.5.
Yeah.
75, 13.
Let's hope we don't get lost now. 13?
You get lost
Oh no!
Had to say it.
as you travel around. Nothing approaches. We'll give you another survival. I'll move this GM layer.
Oh no!
You're still
Oh,
lost.
No. I swear it's over here.
God.
As you're traveling halfway through the day, something will pop out.
Is this like massive damage where if we keep getting lost, we just fight like the Uber skeleton?
No.
You find yourself in Omu. There is a list.
That would be interesting. I feel like at this point we can kind of earthbound this, because this is going to be so pointless, it would just eat up time. 10 velociraptors show up. You scare them off with your
Yay.
superior
Ooga
might.
booga.
Roll me a another survival. Okay,
25, there we
you
go.
find
Thank God.
yourself here. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
Right in front of the monastery.
Right
You
next
just walk
to
around
Kirsabal.
Kirsabal.
Oh, no, now we're over there. Oh, I see.
Sorry, I was trying to erase the because you found out
Yeah.
where you were. Okay, so now again, halfway through the day. Interesting. On the outskirts of Kirsabal, maybe a mile off, you come upon a clearing. You see one of these in it.
Ooh, take us.
And it is grazing. And it looks up and glares at you as it chews its plant.
Vormash, don't forget you're at full health.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so if you want to roll a nature.
I don't think I didn't really get a chance to do it until the encounter's over. But
Oh, sorry, 14. I forgot to take
14.
advantage.
Gordon, do you
It's
think
a
it's another
giant
Tyrannosaurus
cow.
Rex?
8,
Eating
7,
grass.
Yeah, 18.
It is a Triceratops, pretty clearly.
I've never seen dinosaurs before where I'm from, and I love nature, so I will approach it inquisitively to study.
It is going to lower its head in a very threatening manner as you get closer.
You don't need to be a druid to know what that means, and I will back off ever so slowly.
And that's good because with your nature, you know that it obviously has a very dangerous horn and it likes to charge people. So if it moved far and got to gore you, you would take... Okay, so essentially it would rush you, gore you, it would attempt to knock you prone, and if it was able to knock you prone, it would continue through and stomp on you.
Ooh, that's hardcore.
I'm going to use my Steve Irwin voice to go, that's a mute. Look at this wonderful Triceratops.
With your passive perception of 15, which is pretty high, you can notice kind of hidden-ish off to the side is a nest with 2 eggs inside.
Ah.
Detective Mother. I'm gonna say, guys, this is not a fight I think we want to take. And if any of you try to harm this Triceratops, I would be very cross with you. Also, you will be gored and stomped to death.
It's
Wouldn't
not
dream
undead,
of it,
it's not
Avdol
worth
says as he's
fighting.
chewing on an egg.
As he's reaching for the egg.
No, but yeah, no, obviously.
Not undead, not worth
Okay,
fighting.
so you'll
I'm done.
disengage.
Yep.
Sure. Go away. And so you can make it to the monastery. Now I need to find which letter that is.
We're just gonna mention the constructor. Like, you didn't move that thing, did you?
Map L, okay.
Did you touch the egg?
Did you touch the egg? Get me 1 Triceratops egg.
Oh dear, this is gonna be interesting.
It's imprisoning me. All that I see.
Okay, so this is a very
Okay,
interesting place
gonna
as
add
there's
that.
no actual way for you to get up there. It's on a cliff face and it's you can see 500 feet into the air. There are buildings kind of ruined in place.
How high can we get with Dimension Door again?
Not 500 feet. Or 500 feet might be its max, actually.
What was the name of the cloak? It was a cloak.
It casts Dimension Door, but it's capable of mounted
very
in.
much.
200 feet. Straight up or downward to northwest at a wait.
If you go at a 45-degree angle, you can go 300 feet.
Yes. Okay, so pretty much 300. It says 300 feet, but you would go 200 feet up and like 100
Yeah.
feet or so because triangles.
Triangles.
You can see a large bell at the base, kind of like a gong.
Do we see like a paddle to hit the gong with?
No.
So it looks. Does it look abandoned? Does it just look old?
No, you can see things moving up there. Think about what you know that resides here.
Aarakocra, who can fly. Also, we
Yes.
may be prepared to make a spiritual donation, so be prepared to give up something, guys. I know these religious types.
Mortal soul.
Don't
And I'm gonna
worry,
forget
that I
have a
endless
paladin in
amount
the
of
party.
mayonnaise to give them.
But if you want the actual description, an ancient monastery overlooks a jungle from its perch on the cliff of a tall plateau. Stone steps and rickety walkways connect the various buildings, the lowest of which is 500 feet above the ground. The main building has a circular maze-like symbol carved into its crumbling facade. Every few minutes, bird folk either land at the monastery or launch themselves from its balconies and take to the sky. And if you make yourself easily seen, they will kind of fly down, question you. What brings you here?
We seek
The-
the wisdom of the monastery on a
Many
quest
do.
of great importance.
You must pass the first trial then, land dwellers.
Was that a slur because we don't have wings?
Roll an insight.
Okay.
Nah,
That's,
mate.
You think it's
13.
a slur.
Are they looking down on me literally with their wings?
Well, you know that is true,
Also because I'm a dwarf and stunted. They're probably taller than me by default.
but they will.
I'll ask
They will
what this
say
trial
that-
is.
The trial is to make it to the monastery. You must climb.
Macbeth.
Test of fate. Okay. Do we just
They'll
go
say,
up and start climbing, or?
well, they'll say they will bring you to the starting position, but you must make it beyond.
All
Are
right.
there any rules about the climbing?
You must make it individually. You cannot help each other.
What about magic? Is that allowed?
Anything in your own tools you can use, as that is your knowledge.
All right.
Are you afraid of spiders?
Okay, so they will drop you here.
Here we are.
You're kind of all on this one here. I probably should make you smaller, but
Oh, cool.
so
I
who's
like
going
the
to take it
cir-
first? Oh, the
Alright.
circle of light. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty
I
neat.
still don't see anything.
Now, put your light back on. 60-foot dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Anyone
are
else
these
can't see
measurements accurate or
anything?
No?
So there are
like
3
we're good.
gaps in front of you.
I still don't see
So,
anything.
Yeah, you might
Could've
turn my
been.
lights on too.
I
Oh,
saw
there we go,
someone
has
messing
sight.
around with the ruler, but
That's me.
there we go.
But
How does this always not have the sight? Does anyone else need sight?
I'm good.
So,
I'll transform into a spider. Start climbing.
okay, if you transform into a spider, I think you can just cross.
Yep.
And you'll be absolutely fine.
Woo!
So who's going to attempt next?
My turn.
Okay, so first, give me an athletics. You climb around the gaps in the walkway. You are fine there. Now in acrobatics, as there's a larger gap that
Ooh.
you'll have to jump across. Make it there. Now a perception.
So buff.
As you're traveling along, your feet will crash through some rotten planks.
Bad
And
luck, friend.
You must now choose either a fall or catch yourself but be exhausted.
Ooh, exhaustion gets bad. I'm gonna make spider noises actually because I'm a spider.
I mean, Skitter.
I'm not
Skitter,
actually sure
scree,
what
scree.
actual spider noises are.
A lot of clicking, I guess.
Shrieking.
Yeah.
Chittering.
Yeah.
Well, what does a fall entail? Like, do I just-
Damage.
like,
Not
Yeah,
How
sure.
how
far is
high?
the fall?
You're not sure.
Hmm.
Can,
Can we go over the rules of
Yeah,
exhaustion?
I'll tell you it's not going to be 100 feet. Exhaustion is going to be... First level of exhaustion, which is what you'll get to, is disadvantage on all ability checks.
Until
You
you
rest.
rest.
Every rest is 1 level of exhaustion away. I do know
Right,
that if you
yeah,
get to
short or
5
long
levels,
doesn't
you
matter.
die.
So I guess I'll just take the fall damage.
Sure. 11 bludgeoning. And you'll have to restart.
Okay. Well, I was doing so well, and then it required me to have eyes.
I'll give you advantage
However,
from now
since
on
the-
because you
well,
know what
But
to
since the
look
wood
for.
already rotted, yeah, like you know what to look for.
Or honestly, I don't know why you can't just do this. You just keep going. Although I guess they prevent that by kind of what you get is what you get. You can't try again for perceptions. But go ahead. Give me the perception again. Okay, you will make it across.
That would have been handy
Mollified.
before.
I'll go ahead next. I'm gonna cast Spider Climb on myself.
Okay,
Yes.
you make it across.
Get her up.
I'm gonna do the thing with that spiders. Like I'm gonna do a fist bump, but with a spider leg.
Isn't that where they raise their two front legs and like make themselves big?
Yeah,
I will respond in kind.
I was
I
doing
will-
it to Xerix, but
I
whatever.
will
Yeah,
happily,
okay.
I will happily pound those spider legs, although I don't know if your legs will survive.
You broke my legs.
How many? If you have 5 or more, you're fine.
Yeah, I should be okay.
All right,
But then you
Vormash
switch-
and
you,
Abdal, or
switch forms back,
Yeldrin.
and it's just your mortal arms and legs.
Yeah, like,
All the odds.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah, the monk's got to show us how it's done, right?
You better.
how far away are they from me?
Uh,
So, like, if I was standing right where the ledge,
one square
edge
is
was-
5 feet, so they're 35 feet away.
Interesting. Give me 1 second. I want to check something real quick.
Are you gonna long jump it?
There's gonna be a height component
Who
to that too,
knows?
because you're gonna have to go 15 feet into the air.
But dwarves are smaller, which means they're more aerodynamic, right? Their center of gravity is lower.
Okay. This will be fun. Yeah, actually, I can't do that just yet. I'll do that next time. So I guess I'll have to do a acrobatics
Athletics and
or
acrobatics.
Yeah.
athletics and okay. 20 on
Yep.
athletics.
You're fine on the first one, then acrobatics. you're
25 on acrobatics.
absolutely fine. So now
Nice.
perception.
Perception.
You can
20.
easily
Nice.
see the cracked and rotted floorboards and cross.
All right. Final.
Vormash.
Happy
Is this
to
where you
know.
fall 500 feet and just splat?
This-
Again.
Aren't you glad that ACP isn't a thing in this version?
Yeah, thank God.
All right. So
P.
first
I
one
should
is,
know
you
what that
said
is, but-
Athletics.
Yes.
Armor
that
check
happens.
Armor
penalty.
check penalty.
Oh, right. I mean, technically, I think there is one thing like stealth, but
Yeah, the
so
19
make the
athletics.
armors
athletics.
do give you disadvantage. on
Acrobatics?
stealth.
Nice
Make it,
rolls.
Perception. You can get advantage on this because
Negative
people have pointed out that there are going to be rotted platforms. Okay, you just barely notice one with their assistance on the call out. You'll make it
Okay.
across. And an Aerococker will approach you and say, "Ah, excellently done. Welcome, guests, to Kirsabal." And he will
Oh, that was
hand you
it?
all a broom.
Cool.
Ah.
Hey, look, Yeldrin's already used one.
How long is the broom actually? What is its length?
How does the
5
Aerococker
feet?
give me a broom?
Damn it! I was hoping it was
He's
longer
holding a
than
broom
like
out to
4.
you and kind of staring at
Sure.
you.
I'm just kind of trying to put it on my spider arms. I will shift out. I'll turn
You
back to
shoot
work.
web
Sorry.
and have it just
I'll
I'll
stick
take
to
the
your
broom and
abdomen.
start sweeping.
Well, he'll say, we expect guests to abide by our rules. Do not harm anyone. Do not disrupt our traditions. Do not steal. Do not lie. And we expect you to help out every day, an hour or two, just performing odd tasks. And after you are done sweeping, say, this floor, you can speak with our elder. Only people who have serious questions come here. He stares at you.
If we're nothing if not serious.
We
Well,
have
better get
serious
start
questions.
sweeping.
Okay. You can do so. We don't need any checks for that, unless you want to make it.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
because if we fail, do we
cleanliness,
fall down?
25.
Sweeping checks with acrobatics. Yeah.
You sweep so hard, the floorboards crack.
No.
Oh.
You
Oh,
find
no.
the golem.
You can, after enough time passes, they will approach and say, you have performed enough. You are permitted to speak to our elder. They will lead you to a room. Let me figure out where it is. 3, okay.
So is this place? I guess it's built into the mountainside, huh?
Yes.
Like Mesa Verde. Okay, that's very cool. Do Urakakra have hands?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
They're
Odd question,
looks like
but
they're- it looks like
They
they're
have
human
wings.
with-
Is that like an offensive question to ask an Erica? Do you have hands?
Especially when you can see them.
How do you think they would hold things if we had
Like a
if
broom?
Tom had played one? Would he just hold things in his mouth?
Okay.
Like clumsily hold them between like the corners
the
of his
beak.
wings? Maybe his
Or
armpits.
maybe he put him in a talon. You don't know.
As you are led into here, there's an Aarakocra on the lower floor, and they seem to be just kind of performing rituals here.
This room's dark for me.
Ah,
Sorry.
You are here to see Ashara, are you not?
Ah. If Ashara is the elder, then yes, we have come to speak with an elder.
Okay. Proceed upstairs.
Okay.
Other side. You just kind of walked into a corner.
Oh, over here.
Yes.
Am I asking the guy like over here, or am I?
You have fallen out.
Like I'm moving my character
Oh, no.
just around. Oh, further up,
Oh, I see.
just a bit further north.
You just
yeah,
kind of
there's-
went.
there's
It's
the
it's
stairs.
here is the stairs, and the stairs go to up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It will say it will be the door farthest from the stairway.
So
I see.
Well,
Yeah.
the only door.
Yes, I will knock.
I'll say enter.
Oop.
Oh, hold up. I can do something.
Oh no, the elder was never even alive.
invisible elder.
You're moving too fast. Okay. Outsiders. What brings you to Kir Sabal?
Hail Sage, we seek wisdom of an ancient evil, of a quest that we're trying to do.
I see.
We seek knowledge regarding the city of Omu, as well as while we're here. No, you know what? I'll talk about the city of Omu, and I'll also mention the death curse that we're investigating.
There's a
And I'll-
creepy snake lady in a town that says
That
she's
is
the queen.
secondary to our quest.
I will
for the time
mention
being.
that it's an artifact we know as the Soulmonger.
I see. I do not know anything about the Soulmonger, and I cannot unfortunately tell you about Omu. But this sounds... I know of the death curse. We have been researching into it, and I'm prepared to offer you some assistance. We have, in this area, 2 descendants of the royalty of Omu. You can speak with them. They are quite young, but they know their role in this world. And what I
They
can
don't happen to
also
be
offer to
gorgons.
you, I can perform the Dance of the 7 Winds for you. It is a magical ritual which requires a black orchid, and upon performing this, it will allow you to fly as though you were an Aarakocra.
Black Orchid, you say.
say.
Are Black Orchids rare in Chult?
Yes, we do not have any.
We believe we found one in, what was it called?
Bangalore.
Mangalore.
Mangalore.
There seems to be a gorgon who seems to hold it high in her court, shall we say.
Well,
Surrounded also
unfortunately, that
by
sounds
a,
like the
staff
only
of
source
Iblis's.
for it.
Would anybody in... we also know that there was it seemed a poor adventurer turned into a statue. Would anybody in the monastery be able to restore her?
Him.
We-
It was a
Him,
man
if
in
we
the
brought
statue,
him.
but
It was an elf, I couldn't be sure.
true enough. But
Hmm.
we have petrification, you say. Perhaps we'd have to check our abilities, but we think we should be able to save them.
Of course, we would be willing to offer services in exchange for this favor.
Well, it sounds like they're not connected to you in any way, are they?
No, they just seem to be unfortunate adventurers.
We're prepared to offer that for free then, as your generosity is enough.
Thank you, Sage.
Now, do you wish to speak with the relatives?
Yes.
I believe that would be prudent, and I guess that's where we would pick it up next time.
We can do that, yeah, since it's 10 o'clock. So, we accomplished a fair amount. You guys killed a Tyrannosaurus Rex without suffering any casualties this time.
Huzzah!
Congratulations.
It's progress.
Yes.
And bird monsters.
I like how everyone just kind of stacked up their resistances. That's the best way to deal with it. But, yes, so that'll be it for tonight. We'll continue this Wednesday. Same time, 8 p.m. And until then, have a good night, everyone.
So long.
Bye, stream.
Peace.
Take it easy, everyone. Good night.